My name is Sheri Nault, Dishinakishun, Michif, Nia. I'm Métis and I am a visual artist and university professor. And when somebody asks me what I do, though, the short version of what I tell them is that I'm an artist. This is the first show that's just exclusively my art, that's in a public space at least, and not like a kind of smaller, more independently run or DIY gallery, so I'm pretty pumped. I think one of the most important things with my work is that it rewards the curious. If you take the time to go and look closer, certain details will be revealed. Especially if people kind of go up close, there's going to be a spirit bead, if you know what that is, in a piece of beadwork, or a way that I've attached something to something else that's like also a subtle detail. Yeah, there's always something for the curious. The kind of foundational concept of a lot of my artwork stems from thinking about relationships and how we relate, not just to other humans, but to the non-human, to the environment, to the kind of larger world. I often am thinking about how I can maybe encourage people to reconsider the way that they see themselves in the environment around them or see their relationship. There's usually kind of small, playful, magical ways I'm looking at that. That desire to sort of disrupt the binary of human and nature is rooted in growing up as Métis and being a queer person and finding that I, in so many ways, didn't fit in like the usual prescriptive boundaries we're kind of taught define people. So, you know, neither Indigenous or white, and then like thinking about disrupting binaries, and then the kind of aesthetic focus that I started to explore as a way of approaching that is disrupting the binary of how we tend to see ourselves as so separate from nature, the environment, other beings, whether those are human or not. We're all so closely related and entangled, and everything we do affects the world around us and other people, and it's silly to think that it wouldn't. This exhibition has so many diverse artworks in it that speak to topics that might initially seem to be very separate, and thinking about how we kind of draw connections and threads between each other and draw them out. I'm a very tactile person. I am like drawing things out from each other, and that's something that tends to be really present for me. And then there's material connections that sort of carry through. And there's also this interesting kind of underlying learning through the artwork that you never know what you might be touching on thematically that someone else will then see in it, and then you get to learn through their read of it. And so that connects to this idea of both kind of drawing out connections and Métis identity in conjunction with queer identity on the prairies, and thinking about relating in a very both broad and personal way.